Yes! Hey guys, this is Mylandah. Welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. And I am still on my binging spree. As, yeah, binging weekend spree, because I will probably not have time to play next week. So, here we are.
If there's anything I can do for you.
No, actually, I want to get enchantments.
Enchantment?
Yes. Yes.
Enchantment!
Yes. Okay. We are going to get these enchanted with... Let's get the edge enchanted. Slow Flame Journeyman Electricity. Damage against undead. To reduce movement speed. Physical resistance. Journeyman. That means, like, that's the second level, I assume. Let's go. Let's just shove some of these in. Can I remove it afterwards? I don't know. Who cares? Master. This one is a good one. Let's put in the novice ones because nobody cares. Okay. Oh. Can I make it fire and then cold? Does it work? Does it work that way?
Oh, certainly. I can do that for you. Just come with me.
Okay, please. Okay. Let's see. What do we have? We need a bit more of these. Some of these. Oh, I have to check out my... what is this? I have to check out the... What you call it? My... crap. The storage box. There we go. Storage box. You have to go check that out. And it seems like there's no more golden rope gift. Oh, and about that, yes. And about that, I cheated a little bit because I was poking through all these and see what people like, and somehow I think she likes this. Morgan likes the rope, and as what I expected, the Liana likes the statue of Andraste statue, so we're gonna give that to her.
I am grateful.
Yes, grateful. And then you can get one of these as well. Andraste. Wait. Yes.
That's a wonderful thought.
Yes, and that's it. That's all I have for now. Minor magic. Minor cunning. Yes, everybody approves. Great. That's great. Codex updated. Liliana, she joined. Takes care to honor the Lothering cloister that took her in and keeps the symbol of Andraste blessing close to her heart. Okay, well, got that. What do we do now? I think we can head out. Or actually check my... Yes, let's go check. Let's go check that new place. Oh, I like this fire dagger thing that's going on. Okay, let's go.
Indeed.
Yes.
I like it. Dog! Oh, yes, party storage. There we go. Hey, dog. Hey, party storage.
Very well.
Hey, can I seal the box? Poach of ashes that can go in. Can I put this in? Or do these not matter? Maybe they don't. Oathkeeper can go in. This can go in. This, no. This can go in. This can go in. And about these? I don't really know. Guess I'll keep those around for now. And, let's talk.
Welcome back, Warden. As you can see, we've been busy. Cleaned the place up a bit. Even my brother Mikhail came out of hiding. Never will you find a finer smith. Also got some goods stored here that might interest you. Buy them now before my cousins move it all someplace else.
Did you tell your families about Sophia?
I thought about it, but I figured that it's not a bad thing to believe that you come from a line of lions. Even if the truth is a touch more complicated. Our family's belief that we were wronged. It gave us strength to make something of ourselves.
And what do you think of Sophia?
King Arland sounded like a right nasty piece of work. Sophia was branded a traitor. She consorted with blood mages. But in spite of it all, I think she was a hero.
Keep looks a lot different. Any trouble with... Oh, okay. The keep looks a lot different.
We've a big family. When you were away, we all pitched in. Hard to believe there were undead, demons, and worse around here, right?
That was really fast. Any trouble with Avernus?
Haven't heard a peep from him. Seems to like keeping to himself. But I keep telling the children to stay away from the tower.
I like to see your wares.
Certainly.
Yes, do you have what I want? Which is no, none of these. Freeze trap, no. No. Wait, are your flasks cheaper? Your flasks are cheaper than whatever his face is. Shaper's amulet, armor, weapons. No. I think you're a little bit cheaper. Let's buy some. Yes, you have cheaper stuff than that guy. Damn, I'm buying these. Injury kits. Yes, I need higher talking skills. Let's get that going. I can't. Okay. What about you? You can't do anything. What about you? Right. I still haven't done. Huh. Combat tactics. You don't need combat tactics, do you? Primal mage. Arcane bolt, arcane staff, arcane mastery. Creation spirits. Still haven't decided what to do with you yet. Ew. Need to spend some time and read up on mages soon. Okay, we all got that. And... oh, who are you? You're a smith.
You? You're the warden? My family owes you. Any weapons I make, I will sell you for a discount.
That is great. You're Levi's brother. Not much of a family resemblance, huh?
I have a family full of traders living a soft life, getting fat. I chose to learn the way of metal and stone. It keeps me strong. Indeed, I have spent my life studying steel, dragonbone, and more. I learned all I could in human lands, and exiled dwarves taught me more. Give me the finest metals and materials, and I can make wonders for you.
I found this strange metal in the crater.
This is star metal. If you give this to me, I will craft for you a thing of legend.
Cool. Star metal longsword. I like two-handed sword. How much will it cost me?
Nothing. My family owes you much.
Cool. Now, do I want a two-handed sword or a star metal longsword? Well, let me think about it.
As you wish.
Can I see your wares? We need to get some clothes for Morgan, because she's still naked. Or I could just pick something up for her. Really, these are all steel. Right. She doesn't have leather. He doesn't have leather. Yes. Well, I guess we can see what he has for him. You don't have enough strength for any of this, so goodbye. And I'm too cheap to buy anything, so goodbye. I would just pick things up. Owl. We have an owl here. Can we go visit the guy at the tower? Can we go visit the guy? We can't. We can't go in anymore. Okay. Oh well. Let's head off to Redcliffe village, because that's where we are heading. And do I have some flasks yes, I do have some flasks, which is great, because I could make some potions. I don't know. Do I need potions? Or can I just, you know, get them some other day? Anyway, where is Redcliffe? Redcliffe Village. Alright, we're going to Redcliffe Village. Ching! Something. We see something. On our way there. Oh, we got... What do we have? Let's see. Random encounters. I love random encounters. Herlock Alpha. Alright. Go for that. And, pin one guy. Can you do this to that? And I will follow you and kill the Alpha. Yeah! Let's do that. After Winter's Grasp, I need you to do the cold thinking. Alright, now that you're done, please do that. Thank you. Okay? Okay. Are these traps? Flimsy Lego traps. Okay, guys, don't step on traps, okay? Morgan, you continue to do your thing. Are you still doing crippling shot? What are you doing? Okay, fine. Fine. Do that. Yeah. Okay. Go and you'll deal with the mage, and you can. Actually, I want you to kill this guy. You can help kill that guy too. While I finish off with these. I will go with him. Trap triggered. Where? Who stepped on a trap? Was it me? Probably. Oh well, who cares? Do a drain, why not? Do a drain. Okay. Oh, I am frozen. Okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's alright.
Very well.
Okay.
Right ahead.
Trap right ahead. Okay. Can you detect traps?
It's done. On my way.
Okay, everybody just stay here while Alycia goes and pick up everything. Since she can't detect traps, apparently.
Right away.
Small, clear. Okay.
Trap right ahead.
Okay, that's great.
Yes, of course.
Thank you for noticing. Now, let's get Alistair to step into one. Yes, let's get Alistair to step into one. I love you so much. Yes! I'm done now. I'm done. I'm done. Let's return. On our way. Wait. I can't return because Alistair is stuck? Is that right? No. Okay. Alright, let's go. Wait, this is not the path. Oh, it's there. God damn it. Okay. Guys, don't step on things. Okay, let's go. Okay.
Look, can we talk for a moment? I need to tell you something. I should probably have told you earlier.
You have a nice armor now. Was that the one I gave you? Let me guess, you're an idiot. What's on your mind?
I told you before how Al Eamon raised me, right? That my mother was a serving girl at the castle and he took me in? The reason he did that was because, well, because my father was King Marek, which made Kaelin my half-brother, I suppose.
Oh, so you're not just a... Whoa, you are Jon Snow. Well, what? You don't think you might have told me this before? Doesn't that make you the heir to the throne? But yes, let's show my surprise first.
How? When would I say that? Oh, by the way, King Marek had sex with a servant and she produced a bastard son. That's me. I would have told you, but it never really meant anything to me. I was inconvenient, a possible threat to Kaelin's rule, and so they kept me secret. I'd never talked about it to anyone. Everyone who knew either resented me for it or they coddled me. Even Duncan kept me out of the fighting because of it. I didn't want you to know as long as possible. I'm sorry.
It's alright. It's alright. I understand. I understand.
Oh, good. I'm glad. It's not like I got special treatment for it anyhow. At any rate, that's it. That's what I had to tell you. I thought you should know about it.
Well, are you sure you're not hiding anything? So you're the heir to the throne? Yes, you're heir to the throne then.
Let's hope not. I'm the son of a commoner and a Grey Warden to boot. It was made very clear to me early on that there was no room for me raising any rebellions or such nonsense. And that's fine by me. No, if there's an heir to be found, it's Al Eamon himself. He's not of royal blood, but he is Kaelin's uncle, and more importantly, very popular with the people. Though, if he's really as sick as we've heard... Oh no, I don't want to think about that. I really don't. So there you have it. Now can we move on? And I'll just pretend you still think I'm some nobody who was too lucky to die with the rest of the Grey Wardens.
Aren't you? As you command, my prince. That's not really what you think, is it? Oh, as you command, my prince.
Oh, lovely. I'm going to regret this. Somehow I just know it.
Oh, did I piss you off? I'm so sorry. Well, at least you approve. At least partially approved. Codex updated. Let's see. What am I looking at? Redcliffe. King Callahan therein once famously declared the fate of Redcliffe is the fate of all Ferelden. Certainly the castle is the first and last defense for the sole land route into Ferelden, and the country have never fallen into any force that not first captured Redcliffe. The castle, which despite being 3 times captured, is popularly described as unassailable. Also guards one of the largest and most prosperous town in Ferelden. Redcliffe village is well situated near the mountain pass to Ozamar and Alycia border, so serve as a center of foreign trade. For those reasons, Redcliffe is accounted by Arling despite the smallness of the domain. The inhabitants of Redcliffe village are primarily fishermen and merchants who ship dwarven goods through the pass from Orlais to Danerim, when the entire village smells of smoked fish on certain late autumn mornings. The merchant and the refinery do their utmost to pretend otherwise. Great places. Wonderful. Okay. Now that after you approved, we can go somewhere. We can... Thomas! We can pick up this thing. Wait, why am I on Liliana? Is it because I want to steal from Thomas? Okay, can we steal from Thomas? Liliana, go steal from Thomas. Can you stealth and steal? Steal from Thomas. No. steal from him?
I thought I saw travelers coming down the road, though I scarcely believed it. Have you come to help us?
No, I've come to steal. Get out of May. I have no time for a slackjaw fool. What do you mean? Is there a problem? I'm on important business. I need to see her. Airman. Yes.
The Arl? Then you don't know. Has nobody out there heard?
Heard what? What are you talking about? Heard what? I heard sick, if that's what you mean. There's a civil war going on, if you haven't noticed. Something I should care about. I've heard that he's sick. Is that what you mean?
He could be dead for all we know. Nobody's heard from the castle in days. We're under attack. Monsters come out of the castle every night and attack us until dawn. Everyone's been fighting and dying.
Apparently everyone seems to agree that a blight is the perfect time to start killing each other. Marvelous, really.
We've no army to defend us. No Arl and no king to send us help. So many are dead. And those left are terrified they're next.
Hold on, what is this evil that's attacking you?
I don't rightly know. I'm sorry, nobody does. I should take you to Bann Teagan. He's all that's holding us together. He'll want to see you.
Bann Teagan, our Lehman's brother. He's here.
Yes. It's not far, if you'll come with me.
It's Thomas, yes? And who are these people with you? They are obviously not simple travelers.
No, my lord. They just arrived, and I thought you would want to see them.
Well done, Thomas. Greetings, friends. My name is Teagan, Bann of Rainersphere, brother to the Arl.
I remember you, Bann Teagan, though the last time we met, I was a lot younger and covered in mud.
Covered in mud? Alistair? It is you, isn't it? You're alive! This is wonderful news.
Still alive, yes. Though not for long if Tern Loghain has anything to say about it.
Indeed. Loghain would have us believe all Grey Wardens died along with my nephew, amongst other things.
You don't believe Logan's lies?
What, that he pulled his men in order to save them? That Kaelan risked everything in the name of glory? Hardly. Loghain calls the Grey Wardens traitors, murderers of the king. I don't believe it. It is an act of a desperate man. So, you are a Grey Warden as well? Is it possible we've met? You seem very familiar.
You may have known my father, Tern Houseland, but I am adopted, so I don't look anything like him at all.
Ah, yes, that's it, exactly. A pleasure to meet you indeed, though I wish it were under better circumstances. You're here to see my brother? Unfortunately, that might be a problem. Eamon is gravely ill. No one has heard from the castle in days. No guards patrol the walls, and no one has responded to my shouts. The attack started a few nights ago. Evil things surged from the castle. We drove them back, but many perished during the assault.
Okay, I can help you drive them back. What evil things are you talking about? Why are you telling me this? What evil things are you talking about?
Some call them the Walking Dead.
Oh.
Decomposing corpses returning to life with a hunger for human flesh. They hit again the next night. Each night they come with greater numbers. With Kaelan dead and Loghain starting a war over the throne, no one responds to my urgent calls for help. I have a feeling tonight's assault will be the worst yet. Alistair, I hate to ask, but I desperately need the help of you and your friends.
It isn't just up to me. Though the Grey Wardens don't stand much chance against Loghain without Arl Eamon.
Well, you want my help? You don't know. Yes, we will help.
How pointless to help these villagers fight an impossible battle. One would think we had enough to contend with elsewhere.
Thank you. Thank you. This means more to me than you can guess. Thomas, please tell Murdoch what transpired. Then return to your post.
Yes, my lord.
Now then, there is much to do before night falls. I put 2 men in charge of the defense outside. Murdoch, the village mayor, is outside the chantry. Sir Perth, one of Eamon's knights, is just up the cliff at the windmill, watching the castle. You may discuss with them the preparations for the coming battle.
I want to discuss the situation with you. Yes, I do. Tell me more about yourself. Yeah.
This is hardly the time to be discussing personal details, don't you think? We will have to fight for our lives very shortly.
God damn it. Pusha, come on. You know, it's a little bit too much to ask.
I beg your pardon, my lady. Where are my manners? What would you like to know?
Nice. What would you do if I was dead? Yeah.
I don't know. If Connor lives, he'll be the Arl and I'll need to help him with it. If he's... well, I don't want to think about that.
Why have you stayed? Why didn't you just leave?
After the first attack, I wanted to go for help, but I couldn't just leave these people. The Bann gear up to battle Loghain while Darkspawn loom to the south. Loghain won't send anyone, so Redcliffe is on its own.
Are you a skilled warrior?
Skilled enough to know there are many far better than myself.
Do you have any family yourself?
Oh, you mean, am I married? No, I've never had the pleasure. If I did, I'd be lucky to find a woman as lovely as yourself.
Flatterer. Very lucky. You don't know a thing about me, flatterer.
If I may be so bold, what of you, my lady? Are you married?
Wait, what the hell? Yes, I am. Neither married nor interested. That sounds very... No, I am not.
I find that hard to believe. Surely that is a crime somewhere. But I am too bold, my lady. This is hardly the time for such banter. Please accept my apology.
Yes, can we talk about something else? For what? I am not offended. Or what? Okay. In fact, you know... What? Haha, it is quite alright. Let's, lightly, yes.
I'm glad. What else would you like to know?
Yes. Perhaps we should... No, I haven't finished asking
Good,
stuff.
then my secrets are still safe. I was worried for a moment there.
Okay. Have some knights... you have some of the knights, yes.
I have those few who returned from their quest. You know of this, yes?
Quest? The search for the... Oh, the search for the thingies?
Yes, I question Isolde's decision to send so many knights in search of this relic. But I am a practical man, whereas she is a woman of great faith. Sir Perth was one of the knights sent on this quest. Perhaps you should speak to him if you wish to learn more.
Okay, so why are you in the chantry with the villagers?
Sir Perth insists. He wants me to be with the villagers, so everyone he needs to protect is in one place. I don't mind, to be honest. The point of all this is to protect the villagers, and I can do that best here. This is the last line of defense, should things go amiss.
Do you need more men in here with you?
We could bring some men in to stand beside me, but I'd rather keep the monsters away from the villagers if possible.
So what happens after this battle is over?
Hopefully we can find the source and stop it before it causes any more damage. With luck, we'll also find Eamon and be able to help him.
There better be a ward after this. What exactly are these things that attack the village?
I do not know. They seem to be walking corpses, men with rotting flesh that continue to attack even with the gravest injuries.
Undead, spirits possessing the dead. There could be several causes behind such a thing, none of them pleasant.
Yeah.
Very well. Luck be with you, my friend.
That is great. Okay. Well. I guess Morrigan disapproves. That's alright. Nobody cares. And, Morrigan hates it when I help people. Damn. Every single time. Alright, now that I'm here, we should save and steal from everybody.
Bad, Mother. When are the bad men coming? Soon, darling. Don't worry.
I'm so scared, Father. What are we going to do?
Let's see, what do we steal? I don't know what we stole. Sapphires? Crystals? I don't know, we stole something insignificant.
You want the children to hear you?
But night is coming. The monsters will return and we sit here and wait for them.
We have no choice.
We have no choice. And we got a metal shard. No.
Voice. We must pray and hope for the Maker's compassion.
I just hope everything will be all right. So many have already died.
On my way.
So many have already died. Elf! We got a foot. No, I don't like the foot. Okay, well, let's steal from Jetta first and then we can talk to whoever that is. What do we have? Another root. God! Alright, what do you have?
Sorry, am I bothering you? I'll try to be more quiet.
Oh, damn. Are you alright? Why are you crying?
Those things dragged my mother away. I don't know what happened to her, but I hear her screaming all the time. Everywhere.
How terrible. You poor thing. I wish there was something we could do to help.
And now my brother Bevan, he ran off. I don't know where he is. I'm so scared they got him too.
Why would he run off?
He said something about saving Mother. He's just a little boy. He doesn't understand she's gone.
If he has foolishly run off, then he is no doubt dead. You should get used to that fact.
Nice. Maybe you want to kick her in the head while you're at it.
Shall we comfort her with lies? If she is to face death, better she face it honestly.
I hope he didn't try to go to the castle. Oh, that would be awful.
Have you tried looking for him?
I went to our house. It's by the square. He wasn't there. I searched the rest of the village too. I called and I called, but he never answered. I wonder if he ran off into the woods. I'm so worried. Without me, he has nobody.
Okay. Don't worry, I'll look for him. What would you give to find him? What? Whoa. Okay. I'm okay with stealing, asking. Nah, I'll help out. Don't worry. I'll just piss Morgan off. You need to be strong, girl. Yes, you do need to be strong, girl.
I understand, I do. I'm just so afraid for him.
The missing child. The missing child. Okay. Well, can we talk again?
Please, if you see my brother, send him back here. I don't want him to die too.
Okay.
You will? Thank you so much. Please find him.
What? That was weird. I went back and then Liliana approves. Just because I said yes. Okay. That's okay too. Now, Liliana, since you approve so much, can you steal again from her? Nothing to steal. Alright, fine. Did we steal from her?
You're a Grey Warden, right? Were you in Ostagar? In the Korkari Wilds? My husband and son went there to bring the chant of light to the chastened. But I haven't heard from them since.
Oh, you are Jetta. Are you Jetta?
I am. You've heard of me?
I am so sorry. I have something here from your husband. They're both dead. Yes, I have something here from your husband.
Oh, his lockbox. If you're bringing me this... Oh no, I'm sorry. Thank you so much for bringing this to me. It means a lot to... Maker's blessings upon you.
Can you open it and tell me what it is? How are you now? Hello. You are warm. Maybe you have new things to talk about. You are... Well, we finished that.
These are terrible times. Just terrible.
Yes, they are terrible times. While we're at it, did I steal from you? Okay, I did. Theda's calendar. That's... Oh, okay. Theda's calendar. For most good folks, the detail of our calendars have little purpose. It is useful only for telling them when the Summer Day Festival will be held, when the snows are expected to begin, and when the harvest must be complete. The naming of the years are matters for historians and taxmen, and few if pressed could even tell you the reason that our current age is named after dragons. Oh, now it's the Dragon Age. I get it. Damn. It is 930 Dragon Age, the 30th year of the 9th age since the crowning of the Chantry's first divine. Each age is exactly 100 years, with the next age name chosen in the 99th year. The scholars in Valroyer advised the Chantry of portent seen in the 99th year, and Chantry authorities pore over the research for months before the divine announces the name of the imminent age. The name is said to be an omen of what is to come, of what the people of Thedas will face for the next 100 years. The current age was not meant to be the Dragon Age. Throughout the last month of the Blessed Age, the Chantry was preparing to declare the Sun Age, named for the symbol of the Orlesian Empire, which at that time sprawled over much of the south of Thedas and controlled both Ferelden and what is now Nevarra. It was to be a celebration of Orlesian imperial glory. But as the rebellion in Ferelden reached a head and the battle of River Dane was about to begin, a particular event occurred, a rampage, the rising of a dreaded high dragon. Dragons have been thought practically extinct since the day of the Nevarran dragon hunts, and they say that to see this great beast rise from the frostback was both majestic and terrifying. As the rampage began and the high dragon decimated the countryside in its search for food, the elderly divine Faustine II abruptly declared the Dragon Age. Some say the divine was declaring support for Orlae in the battle against Ferelden, since the dragon is the element of the Dufale family hereditary of King Magrin, the so-called usurper king of Ferelden. Be that as it may, the High Dragon's rampage turned towards the Orlesian side of the Frostback Mountains, killing hundreds and sending thousands more fleeing to the northern coast. The Fereldans rebel won the Battle of the River Dane, ultimately securing their independence. Many thus think that the Dragon Age will come to represent a time of violence and dramatic change for all of Thedas. It remains to be seen. Oh snap. Oh snap. Wasn't that fun? Still so many things to read. Okay. Did I steal from you? Let's save. It's time to save and steal from you. What did I get? Another elf foot. Okay, let's talk. Good day.
On my way.
Demonic possession. Should we read that? Why not? Demonic possession. Why do demons seek to possess the living? History claims that they are malevolent spirits, the first children of the Maker, angry at the creators for turning them, and jealous of those creation he considers superior. They stare across the veil at the living and do not understand what they see. Yet, they know they crave it. They desire life. They pull the living across the veil when they sleep and prey on their psyche with nightmares. Whenever they can, they cross the veil into our world to possess it outright. We know that any demon will seek to possess a mage, and upon doing so will create an abomination. Most of the world does not know, however, that the strength of an abomination depends entirely on the power of the demon that possesses the mage. This is true, in fact, of all possessed creatures. One demon is not the same as any other. Demons can, for instance, be classified. Enchanter Brahm categorization of demons into the portion of the psyche they primarily prey upon has held since the Tower Age. According to Brahm, the weakest and most common demons are those of rage. They are the least intelligent and most prone to violent outbursts against anything living. They expend their energies quickly, the most powerful of them exhibiting great strength and occasionally the ability to generate fire. Next are the demons of hunger. In a living host, they become cannibals and vampires. Oh, snap, and within the dead, they feed upon the living. theirs are the powers of draining both life and mana. And then the next, the demons of sloth. The first on Bram's scale that are capable of true intelligence. In its true form, the demon is known as a shade, a thing which is nearly indistinct and invisible, for such is sloth's nature. It hides and stalks unaware, and when confronted, it sows fatigue and apathy. Demons of desire are amongst the most powerful, and are the ones most likely to seek out the living and actively trick them into a deal. The kitty demon. These demons will exploit anything that can be coveted, wealth, power, lust, and they will always end up getting far more than they give. A desire demon province is that of illusion and mind control. Amongst strongest of all demons are those of pride. These are the most feared creatures to loose upon the world, masters of magic and in possession of vast intelligence. They are the true schemers. It is they who seek most strongly to possess mages and will bring their demons across the veil in numbers to achieve their own ends. Although what that might be has never been discovered, a greater pride demon brought across the veil will threaten the entire world. Demon possessions. Sounds great. We will steal from these people as well. We do not discriminate. We will steal anything and everything. And yes, even from a child. Nothing to steal, Dad. I will steal from you now. Okay, I'm just... Nope! You're not looking at me. We're just... Topaz. Okay. I should have put the gems in the thing.
Let us pray. Blessed art thou who exists in the Maker's sight. Blessed art thou who seeks his forgiveness. Blessed art thou who seeks his return.
Oh, stealing from you while you were praying. No morals. We got a silver ring. We got a silver ring.
Blessed is the prophetess, his daughter, sacrificed to the holy flame. May the chant reach the Maker's ears and tell him of our contrition.
Oh, guys, do you guys have just money? I just want some money.
Gone, dear boy. Gone on a long trip.
When will they be back? I miss them.
Be brave, young man. Your parents would want that. We need you here to protect the rest of us. Yes?
I guess I can do that.
There's a good lad. In the morning, we'll look for your parents. In the morning.
Okay, that is great. Now let's talk to some people. Let's talk to you.
You are a stranger amongst us, yet you still agree to defend our village in its darkest hour. We are most grateful to you.
Be grateful when we win the battle. I have my own reasons to be here. I cannot stand. Well, yeah, I guess so.
Not many in these modern days would honestly say the same. You are a woman of worth, and the Maker will smile upon you. Allow me to introduce myself. I am revered Mother Hannah, head of this chantry, which for the moment is a place of refuge for these poor villagers.
How awful this must be for you all. Is this everyone who's left?
All those who cannot defend themselves, yes. They are terrified of tonight's attack, and I fear these walls will not keep them safe. What can I do to help with your task?
I would like your blessing. How safe is the chantry?
It is the sturdiest building in the village. The women, elderly, and children will stay here during the battle, while the militia and knights protect them. They set up a barricade outside the chantry to keep monsters from getting inside. If anything gets in, Bann Teagan is our only defense. Please, have mercy. Help these people. Do whatever you can.
I would like your blessing. Is that a buff? I would like a buff.
Of course, child. Blessed art thou who exists in the Maker's sight. Blessed art thou who seeks his forgiveness. Blessed art thou who seeks his return. Blessed is the prophetess, his daughter, sacrificed to the holy flame. May the chant reach the Maker's ears and tell him of our contrition.
Did I get a buff? I was hoping for Morrigan to get pissed off about it. Oh, I am disappointed that you didn't disapprove it. Oh, damn. I think this game is turning into Troll Morrigan. Oh, that's such fun. Okay.
Maker bless you for helping us, futile though it may be.
Alright, we got a founding of the Chantry. Do I want to read about it? Do I want to... you know what, why not? Okay, the founding of the Chantry. Cordelis Dracon, king of the city-state of Orlais, was a man of uncommon ambition. In the year 15 Ancient, the young king began construction of a great temple dedicated to the Maker, and declared that by its completion he would not only have united the warring city-states of the south, he would have brought Andrastian's belief to the world. In -3... Wait. Oh, -3. Okay. -3 Ancient. The temple was completed. There, in its heart, Rakon knelt before the eternal flame of Andraste and was crowned ruler of the Empire of Orlais. His first act as emperor to declare the Chantry as the established Andrastian religion of the empire. It took 3 years and several hundred votes before Alycia of Montsimard was elected to lead the new Chantry. Upon her coronation as divine, she took the name Justinia, in honor of the disciple who recorded Andraste's song. In that moment, the ancient era ended and the divine age began. Oh, can we do the blessing again? I want to see him more again.
What is it you need, child?
I would like your blessing again.
Of course, child. Blessed art thou who exists in the Maker's sight.
Yes,
Blessed
yes.
art thou who
What
seeks
happened to
his
his nose?
forgiveness. Blessed art thou who seeks. Blessed is.
Alright, that's it. I'm good. I'm done. Okay. Well, I guess that's it. I guess we have to go out and help people now. And maybe kill stuff. Alright. Oh, wait. This is a town, isn't it? Oh, that's awesome. Tavern. Chantry. Oh, snap. So many cool things here. So many cool things to do. You know, since there's so many cool people to do, I'm gonna get rid of Alistair. I'm gonna bring out Sten, just for more chatting. Should I keep Morrigan? I guess I kind of want Morrigan to, like, you know, talk to people, and I want to keep Liliana to steal stuff for me, and yeah. Yes, you guys can talk now.
Walking corpses. Do you think it's something in the water?
Who am I talking to? Liliana, no one cares. Items received. You know, maybe I should just steal from everybody and then look at it later, because this is taking...
we don't have the men we need, and their numbers just keep growing each night.
Well, sure, they take the dead and they, you know...
I don't want to think about that.
I guess this might be the last night after all. The king isn't coming. Nobody is.
So what can we do? Leave? Try to get out of the village?
And abandon everyone? No.
Still no sign of them coming back from the castle, Murdoch.
Tell them to maintain watch. I don't want a surprise attack before the sun goes down.
Yes, sir. What should we do until then?
Pray and hope for a miracle.
Right away.
Yes! I steal things from him before he left. That's great. You can attack too. Attack, attack, attack.
I shall.
Yes, so many. Little thief. My little thief. Oh god, you're awesome. Okay. See, the other guy is gone. Good thing I stole from him first. Yes! Alright. I think it's time to check what I stole. I think I got one of these things. What else did I get? Metal. Yeah, a lot of foot. That's it. So depressing. Nothing of interest. Okay. Now, I guess I should talk to Murdoch since he's right out in front here. Okay, let's talk to him.
So you're the Grey Warden, are you? I didn't think they made women Grey Wardens.
What's with everybody and questioning me because I'm a woman? And why would you think that?
For more reasons than you care to hear, I bet. Still, there's no reason to think Bann Teagan's lost his mind. We aren't gonna turn aside anyone who wants to help, though. Don't take me for being an ingrate or nothing. Name's Murdoch, mayor of what's left of the village, providing we aren't all killed and hauled off to the castle tonight.
Have faith, good man. We will defeat this evil together. It's so tempting just because I have a persuade button there. Let's do it.
I hope you're right. I've been trying to hold us together, but it isn't easy. Anyhow, you're here, and they tell me you're in charge.
What's with the sudden change of voice? How can I help?
We need what little armor and weapons we got repaired, and quickly, or half of us will be fighting without either. Owen's the only blacksmith who can do it, but the stubborn fool refuses to even talk. If we're to be ready for tonight, we'll need that crotchety bastard's help.
Why does Owen refuse to talk to you?
His daughter, Valena, is one of the Alessa's maids, so he hasn't heard from her since this whole business started. He demanded we attack the castle, break down the gate, and force our way in. I said it was impossible, but he wouldn't listen. He's locked himself in the smithy now. I can't force him to do repairs. He said he'd rather die first.
Okay. Okay. I need talking skills. And nobody else can do these repairs.
Not by nightfall, and not well enough that I'd be happy to test it in combat. If there were others, don't you think I'd ask them?
Is there anything else you need?
We could use some extra bodies. Having a veteran like Dwin in the militia would help a lot, but he flat out refuses.
Okay, so I have to convince this other guy as well, okay?
He's a trader, a dwarf, lives near the lake. Locked himself up in his home with some of his workers, he has. Says he doesn't need any of us. We could use somebody with his fighting experience, but he won't come out.
Okay.
Shouldn't you be trying to reason with Owen?
No, I have some questions.
Oh? Ask away.
Where can I get supplies?
If you want weapons and such, you'd go to the blacksmith, but there isn't much left there.
But there's nowhere to actually buy, sell stuff, right?
Commerce isn't exactly our biggest concern right now, but you might want to speak to Lloyd at the tavern. I wouldn't trust him, though.
Okay, so tell me what happened here.
Don't rightly know. We heard the Arl was sick and getting worse, but after a while we heard nothing at all. A few folks went up to the castle to see what was going on. They couldn't get in. Nobody was there, not a soul. And then those horrid creatures attacked the village. They were everywhere, people dying. It was awful. Good thing Bann Teagan was here.
Do you know anything about the illness?
No. I know the Alycia sent the knights out for a cure. You can ask Sir Perth about it. He was one of them. Shouldn't you be trying to reason with Owen? Oh? Ask away.
Why have you been stationed here?
We're the last defenders of them folks in the chantry. The women, elderly, and the children. They're the ones we need to protect.
The weak must learn to protect themselves.
That is unworthy of you, Stan. Are the Canary never in need of aid? Are you people so heartless?
No Kunari would ever cower helplessly, not woman nor elder nor child. They would fight for their survival with tooth and nail.
Well, we're not Kunari. I'm not asking those folk to fight monsters. No matter what happens, we can't let them evil things in there. If they die, the village is done.
Okay, well, I think you're done, but let me just see.
Shouldn't you be trying to reason with Owen? Oh? Ask away. Shouldn't you be trying to reason with Owen?
Okay, I'll go talk to him then, yeah.
Don't drink with him. That's how he sucks you in. Just my luck, our success hinges on the most foolish drunk of a smith ever to grace the Maker's lands.
Okay, that is great. Sten disapproves. Well, Sten. Well, Sten. Well, Sten. Sten. You suck. Alright. Now that after he sucks, what can we do? Kayakin's home chantry world map. Okay, we have a lot of things to do. And not a lot of time. So, I think I'm actually going to read a little bit of Codex and then end it here. Next time we're going to do a little bit of running around the town, stealing from a lot of people, and all that good stuff. Alright, let's read a little bit of Codex. If I can actually get the Codex out. Quest that and that. We can look at the rest of the creatures today. Arcane Horror. Upon ascending to the second floor of the tower, we were greeted by a gruesome sight, a ragged collection of bones wearing a robe of one of those senior enchanters. I had known her for years, watched her raise countless apprentices, and now she was mere puppet for some demon. Demons, of course, have no form in our world. When they enter, either where the veil is particularly thin or through blood magic summoning, they must take possession of a body. When a pride demon takes control of a corpse of a mage, an arcane horror is born. Although they appear to be little more than bones, these are fierce creatures possessing not only all of the spellcasting abilities of a living mage, but also the capacity to heal and even command their animated corpse. Yeah, that's some scary shit you got there. Next one. Ash Wraith. Legend has it that when Andraste's ashes were taken into hiding, some of her closest disciples gave themselves to the fire, that their restless souls might remain to guard her final resting place forever. Whether they are the spirits of the Andraste's disciple or merely Fade spirit, the temple that houses the sacred urn is filled with wraiths. Created from a burnt corpse, an Ash Wraith is a powerful and amorphous opponent, able to lash and smother, while being immune to all most physical attacks. Even if successfully dispersed, it can reform at a later time. Magic is the only real way to fight such a creature. Wind and ice attack being the most useful. Okay, that's good to know. They are capable of creating small whirlwinds that are devastating to anyone unfortunate enough to get close, and their touch leaves a person drained. A bear. No beast is more beloved by Durathmen than the bear. When the world was new, Durthamen gave one secret to each creature to keep. The foxes traded their secrets to Andro for wings. What? The hares shouted theirs to the treetops. The birds sold theirs for gold and silver. Only the bears kept Durthamen's gift. Deep within their dens, they slept the months away in the company of their secrets. Nothing else. When Durthamen discovered what has been done with his gift, he snatched the wings from the foxes, silenced the voices of the hares, and turned the birds into paupers. But the bears be honored for their steadfastness. Normally, it is almost unheard for the bears to attack travelers. They are, in fact, so shy and so inactive during the day that most people never encounter a bear at all. However, should a bear be provoked, they are remarkably dangerous. The normally placid-seeming creature become enraged, and can strike massive blows with their paws, capable of knocking a man off his feet. Just ask Leonardo DiCaprio. To anyone who doubts the wickedness of blood magic, I say, with your own hands strike down the corpse of your own brothers who have fallen in battle to a maleficar. Then we may discuss morality. The walking dead are not, as the superstitious are wont to believe? Or what? The living come back for revenge. They are rather corpses possessed by demons. Okay. The shambling corpse controlled by a demon of sloth causes the enemies to become weak and fatigue. Corpse possessed by rage demons go berserk and simply wade into their opponents mindlessly. Devouring corpses are held by hunger demons and fed upon the living. The more powerful demons rarely deign to possess a dead host. Got the shades. It has often been suggested that the only way for a demon to affect the world of the living is by possessing a living, or once living, body. But this is not always true. Indeed, a shade is one such creature, a demon in its true form that has adapted to affect the world around it. My hypothesis is this. We already know that many demons become confused when they pass through the veil into our world. They are unable to tell the living from the dead. The very static nature of our universe being confusing to a creature that is accustomed to the physicality defined entire by emotions and memory. Most demons seek to immediately seize upon anything they perceive as life, jealously attempting to possess it. But what of those that do not? What of those that encounter no life or fail to possess a body? What of those that are more cautious by their nature? Those demons watch, they lurk, they envy. In time, such demon will learn to drain energy from the psyche of those it encounters, just as it did in the Fade. Once it has drained enough, it has the power to manifest and will forever after be known as a shade. Such a creature spurns possession. It instead floats as a shadow across its piece of land, preying upon the psyche of any who cross its path. Perhaps it believes itself still in the Fade. There is evidence to believe this is so. A shade is weakened the living. A shade will weaken the living by its very proximity. If it focuses its will, it can drain a single target very quickly. Some have even been known to assault the mind of the living victims, causing confusion or horror and making the target ripe for the kill. The tragedy of a shade is perhaps that once it has drained the target whole, its appetite is only heightened rather than slaked. Okay, got skeletons. The demons of the Fade are jealous of the living, being they sense from across the veil. They constantly push against the boundaries of the Fade, and when they finally cross over, they attempt to possess the first living creature they see. They are unable, however, to distinguish that which was once living from which was still is, in fact, a corpse, provide an even more tempting target to a weaker demon, as it has no will with which to resist the possession. The demon cannot rationalize why this is so. It only sees a target and grasps at the opportunity. A skeleton is exactly that, a corpse animated by a possessing demon. Upon finding itself trapped within a body that cannot sustain it, the demon is driven insane. It seeks to destroy any life that it encounters, attacking without thought of its own welfare. Oh, got some dumb demons. The exact names given to skeletons of this type vary according to the nature of the demon that possesses it. A fanged skeleton is a skeleton possessed by a hunger demon. These skeletons devour whatever life they encounter and often possesses the ability to drain life energy and mana from their victim. A shambled skeleton is a slower moving skeleton possessed by a sloth demon, able to bring entropic powers against its opponent, slowing them and even putting them to sleep. More powerful demons have been known to command skeletons, but at that level they are known by other names: revenants, arcane horror, to name two. Giant spiders. Giant spiders tend to appear in old ruins and other places where the veil has become thin because of magical disturbances or a great number of death. In such places, spirits and demons pass into the world of living and attempt to take control over living beings, spiders among them. Not all scholars accept this explanation for the presence of these beasts, however. Some claim that the thinning veil allows magic to leak from the Fade, tainting such creatures as these spiders to transform into larger and more potent creatures than they ever would become naturally. While such spiders are known to possess powerful poisons and the ability to fling their webs at opponents in combat, studies of them have been few, and the full range of their abilities are unknown. We are done with the creatures, and surprisingly, we are done with religion as well. Quest related shouldn't have a lot, right? How come I didn't read these? I'll read these anyway. Blackstone letter of conscription. Dear friend, you are receiving this letter because you or someone else placed your name on an article of conscription, thereby pledging your life to the Blackstone Irregulars. With war looming on all fronts, the Irregulars must build their numbers. We are forced to call upon those who have sworn their assistance to make good on those oaths. Say farewell to your friends and family. While you may return to them, you must prepare them for the possibility that this will be your last day together. Your sacrifice is appreciated. Oh God, that's kind of... Well, welcome to war. That's bad. Who is this? I won't go back. Let them hunt. The dreads finding me, but you, Melis, should not live this life. It would please me if you find a life in the Circle Tower. I left a few things there, mostly stolen from enchanters. Sell them to fund a new path. The cash is in the study. Okay, cool. We found somewhere to loot stuff. That's wonderful. Cultures and history. We only have 10 or so to read. The Chastened, yes, the Chastened Wilder have lived in the Kokari Wild since the first war with the Alamari drove them southwards a millennium ago. According to their own lore, they had always been a forest-dwelling people that adapted quickly to their new home. Game and fish are plentiful in the wetlands, and the Chesson thrived. For a time, they and the hill-dwelling Avars were true threats to the northern lowlands. The Tevinter Imperium had arrived and was hard-pressed to keep back the waves of the invasion from the south and the west. The fortress of Ostagar was built specifically to watch for Chesson hordes venturing north of the tree line. It was not until the legendary warrior Hafter soundly defeated the Chesson in their first half of the Divine Age that the question of their ability to contest the lowlands was settled permanently. Today, the Chessons are considered largely peaceful, though their ways are still primitive compared to our own. In the Kokari Wilds, they live in strange-looking huts built on stilts, or even built onto great treetops. They painted their face and are split into small tribes ruled by shamans like those amongst Ivar. There are many tales of those shaman having learned their magic from the witches of the wild, witches that inspire as much terror as they do awe and gratitude, even if there is no definitive proof they exist. In particular, the tale of Flemeth, the greatest witch of the wilds, is celebrated among all tribes. While there is no way to know how many there are in the wilds today, few travelers that pass through the forest tell of Chassid eking out an existence even in the frozen westlands of the far south. One can assume that should the Chassid ever organize themselves once more, we might have reason to fear them here in Ferelden. We ignore them at our peril. Hi, Eva. Everyone's dead. Okay. Castle High Ever was stood since the Divine Age, when it was not an independent Bann, but merely an outpost. Did I read this before? Anyway, outpost of the growing Bann of Amaranthin. In the days before Amaranthin, whatever that place is, thing is, Becoming Arling itself, the outpost of High Ever was originally held by the Elston family, cousin of the Howes. In the Age of Towers, however, Bann Alice Elston was murdered by his wife, Flemeth, thus ending the bloodline. Conobar's captain of the guard, Sarim Coastland, took the land and title. The Coastland declared their independence from Amarathin, starting a war that lasted 30 years. When the dust settled, High Ever was on its own, and in possession of half the land that once had been southern Amarathin's. High Ever became a tinner during the Black Age, when Alycia Coastland gathered the lords together under her banner to drive the werewolves out of their lands, earning her the title of Turna, almost as an afterthought. Today, High Ever is one of the only two remaining Turners, making the Coastland family second in the rank only to the king. The Coastland family, however, was all but wiped out in an unexpected attack by Earl Howie of Amarthra. The fact that the turn is now in question. Fate of the Turner is now in question. God. Okay, Lothering. Lothering, in ancient times, Lothering was a little more than a trading post that served for the fortress of Ostagar to the south. Nowadays, it is larger, serving Redcliffe and the community of merchants and surface dwarves near Ozamar. Its location in the North Roads gives it strategic value, so control of Lothering has historically been a matter of contention between the southern Bannorn and the South Reach Arling. King Calenhad himself stepped in and awarded the town to South Reach in the Exalted Age, which has largely ended in feud, or at least the appearance of it. Oh, we got the king. It is difficult to separate the man from the myth. The last survivor of the bloodline of King Calenhad, the Silver Knight, Merrick drove the Orlesian forces from Ferelden border, reclaiming the throne, and freed our people from foreign tyranny. All true and all larger than life. He was born in hiding near Cathal's crossing to the rebel Queen Moira, and grew up in the rebels' camps, an outlaw in his own country. When the rebels' queen died, Merrick inherited her homeless nobles, malcontents, and displaced freeholders, and with the aid of his friends Logan, Mactair built them into an army. After the pivotal battle of Riverdane, Merrick took the throne. He married Rowan, daughter of Rendorn Gweren, Earl of Redcliffe, and began the slow, long process of rebuilding everything Orlais has demolished during 70 years of occupation. Okay, talk about the families. The families. Okay, the occupation left empty castle in its wake. Whole families were butchered in the initial invasion, and all those who couldn't or wouldn't bend knee to the Emperor's puppet king were declared traitors and hunted. Many bloodlines entered on Chevalier's Blades and Dusty Crossroad, in forest clearings or in freeholds. And then there were the turncoats. To curry favor with the new masters, some nobles took up arms against their brothers. They betrayed and murdered the rebel queen, an act that created even more vacant titles and lands once King Marek exacted justice. The Fereldans did not fall apart after the Orlesians left is a testament to the strength of King Marek. The old family still held grudges against those who had sided with the Emperor, and those new families that had been granted titles were viewed as interlopers. The lands meet that followed Marek's coronation were tense, to say the least. Oh, got more Grey Wardens. Okay. We will do it. The first blight had already raged for 90 years. The world was in chaos. A god had risen, twisted and corrupted. The remaining gods of Tevinter were silent, withdrawn. What writing we have recovered from those times is filled with despair, for everyone believed, from the greatest archon to the lowliest slaves, that the world was coming to an end. The yeah, why not? The Weishop fortress in the desolate Enderfels, a meeting transpired. Soldiers of the Imperium, seasoned veterans who had known nothing their entire lifetime except hopeless war, came together. When they left Weishop, they had renounced their oath to the Imperium. They were soldiers no longer, they were the Grey Wardens. The Wardens began an aggressive campaign against the Blight, striking back against the Darkspawn, reclaiming lands given up for lost. The Blight was far from over, but their victories brought notice, and soon they received aid from every nation in Thedas. They grew in numbers as well as reputation. Finally, in the year 992 of the Tevinter Imperium, upon the Silent Plains, they met the Archdemon Dumat in battle. A third of the armies of northern Thedas were lost to the fighting. But Dumat fell, and the Darkspawn fled back underground. Even that was not the end. The Imperium once revered 7 gods: Dumat, Zazikil, Toth, Andoril, Razikael, Lusaken, and Earthamel. 4 have risen as Archdemon. The Grey Wardens have kept watch through the ages, well aware that peace is fleeting, and that their war continues until the last of the dragon gods is gone. Dragons. Why are dragons the bad guys? I like dragons, but I guess there are the evil things in this game. It is said that the mist of the black dragon of the Black Age, when werewolves stalked the lands of Ferelden in numbers, that kept every farmholders indoors and the hound on every doorstep. A powerful Arl of the Alamari people stood and declared that he would put an end to the threat. Isarling stood on the border of the Dark Forest, on the southern border of the Ferelden Valley, and he claimed that the werewolves used the forest to launch their midnight assault on humanity. For 20 years, this Arl led an army of warriors and hounds deep into the forest. In his hunt for the werewolves, he slew not only every wolf he came upon, but also every member of the chastened wilder folk. Any one of them. He said he could harbor a demon inside and thus were a werewolf in disguise. For 20 years, the forest rang with screams. Oh shit, where is it? Rang with screams and the river ran red. The tales said that the old chastened woman found her son all dead at the Arl's blade. She pulled one of those very blades from the son's heart and plunged it into her own chest, cursing the Arl's name as she did so. Where her blood touched the ground, a mist began to rise. It spread and spread until it was everywhere in the forest. The Arl's army became lost, and it is said that they died there. Others say they still wander still. The ruins of this Arling stand to this day, filled with the ghosts of women waiting eternally for their husbands to return. The forest of the legend is, of course, the Kokari Wilds. There are as many legends about the great southern forest as there are shadows, or so the saying goes. The chastened wilder folks have made their home there since mankind first came to these lands, and the wild land spread as far into the south as anyone has ventured. Beyond the mist are vast tracts of snow, white-capped mountains, and entire fields of ice. It is a land too cold for mankind to survive, yet the chastened eke out an existence there, and they tell horrors beyond the wilds that the lowland folk could not begin to comprehend. To most, Ferelden simply ends with the Kokari Wilds. There is nothing beyond the wilds. It is a land of great trees, wet marshes, and dangerous monsters. What more needs to be said? The Darkspawn. Yes. Those who had sought to claim heaven by violence destroyed it. What was golden and pure turned black. Those who had once been mage lords, the brightest of their age, were no longer men, but monsters. Sin was the midwife that ushered the Darkspawn into this world. The Magister fell from the Golden City, and their fate encompassed all the worlds, for they were not alone. No one knows where the Darkspawn come from. A dark mockery of men in the darkest place. They thrive, growing in numbers as the plague of locusts will. In raids, they will often take captives, dragging their victims alive into the deep roads, but most evidence suggests that these are eaten. Like spiders, it seems Darkspawn prefer their food still breathing. Perhaps they are simply spawned by the darkness. Certainly, we know that evil has no trouble perpetuating itself. The last blight was in the Age of Towers, striking once again at the heart of the Tevinter, spreading south into Orlais and east into the Free Marches. The plague spread as far as Ferelden, but the withering and twisting of the land stopped well beyond our borders. Here, Darkspawn have never been more than the stuff of legends. In the northern lands, however, particularly Tevinter and the Anderfell, they say Darkspawn haunt the hinterlands, preying and outlaying farmer and isolated village, a constant threat. Here, we are done. We are done. Now we just have 18 characters to do, which I will not be doing today, because I think that is all. I've read enough today. So, I guess that's it for now. And thank you all for watching. Next time, we will run around town. And I am thinking maybe I should put Stan away, because I don't think he's enjoying me helping the weak right now, because he is, I don't know. Yeah, look at those eyes. But anyway, that's all I have for today. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, leave a comment, and as always, I love you guys. See you guys around. Bye.